You won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest?
Rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit.
Hello and welcome to another PropDog review. Today we are doing again CTG by Peter Eggink, which is still very fun to say.
It is. So CTG, coin to glass. This is the second review because Peter wasn't too happy with our first review because we did, I kind of agree, we did give away where the coin came from. Perhaps we said too much. He wasn't actually, I don't think he was saying our views were wrong. I think he was just saying we showed away too much. So we're not going to perform it this time, are we?
No, we're not. And we did like it. We did have some positive things to say about it. But yeah, hopefully the fact that we've been requested we do it won't change that opinion.
Well, there are a lot of questions regarding it, and
there are.
So we won't be performing it because I think if you do perform it, you can actually see where the coin comes from.
Yes, which is something we'd like to avoid.
So we don't want to do that. We don't want to. Well, we don't want to show you the gimmick, but it does come in. It's sort of about, what would you say, size of a box of cards, playing cards? Would you say?
Yeah.
It's about the same size as a box of playing cards.
Yeah. I don't want to give anything away though.
No, don't give anything away.
No.
I'm just going to.
And you can use any glass.
Any glass at all.
Any glass at all, which is good. Very versatile in that regard.
Yeah, so the glass can be any card, and so you've just basically you put the glass on top
of the gimmick,
on top of is it a box of cards, isn't it? Supposedly,
yes.
Box of cards. You put the glass on top of a box of cards, and the gimmick is hidden within.
And it is hidden.
It is hidden within plain sight.
It's very well made.
You can then vanish a coin, and then actually the appearance of the coin is completely under your control. Even you can be remote from the deck.
Yeah, you can be a long distance away from it as well.
And it's almost as if you can control the coin by the touch of a button.
Almost as if.
Yeah.
Almost. But it's good. I mean, that's what it really brings to the table because ultimately, I think I prefer Leap, which is a similar effect. If you haven't seen our review of Leap, do check it out. Alex likes Roller Coaster.
Again, yeah, I mean, it's quite similar to Roller Coaster in that the glass can be any glass, but there's a coaster-shaped gimmick in that, obviously, and you can put the glass on top of a coaster-shaped object.
Yes. But what Peter has brought to the table that was very much needed was a version that could be done without you touching it. Or without. Yeah,
and I'll tell you what the advantage of it is, because
it.
like I said, if we showed you it now, you could see, because we can't control where you're looking.
No, it's very static camera, so it's very difficult to do demonstrations.
So we can't misdirect. And if you are staring at the glass and the box of cards shaped thing, you will be able to see where the coin comes from. So, and your spectators will as well. We have actually.
Yeah, in case it is a mystery for you, we want to keep that mystery intact.
Yeah, we don't want you to know where it comes from.
No, that would be terrible.
It would. So what you have to do is vanish the coin, and we suggest that you in some way throw it up, or you cause as if at the touch of a button the coin to appear magically under the glass.
Well, the spectators should be sort of looking away from.
Yeah, so they can hear it.
Yeah.
And then they can look down
and
see under the glass on top of
that is correct.
The card box shaped thing.
That is correct. There was something I was going to say.
You can't So part of the thing that concerns me really with it is that you take up quite a bit of pocket space with something that does look a card shaped box thing. Mm-hmm. You can't actually use that to hold cards with.
No. What I liked, you said earlier before we went on camera, was the fact that you think this has got a place almost not as a standalone effect, but as part of something bigger. So if you're doing,
I think so. If you read, I read quite a lot of theory of magic books. I'm sorry, I do. And one theory is that if you can goad people into challenging you to, like Segwitty's was torn and restored transpo, for example.
Yeah.
If you can go, right, come on, get the creases out. If you get them to say that, it's much stronger when you do it.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
And so I think this would be a great finale to a standard coins to glass. If you get someone to go, well,
do it upside down.
Yeah, do it when you're not holding it, or do it when you're upside down. If you
go and stand over there and do it.
Yeah, if you can bait someone into giving you a challenge, you can go, right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this thing here, and I'm going to put a glass on top of it, and I'm going to walk the other side of the room, and I'll make it happen. Then
You're blown away.
you'll absolutely blow away because it'll feel like their idea. So for that point of view, if you're confident of bringing that in as a standalone trick,
It's £90 for a lot.
it's £90 for a few seconds.
It's really well made. Mechanically, it's very clever. It is very clever mechanically. I've not seen anything quite like it.
If you love your James Bond style gimmicks and you're almost more excited by the method than the actual effect,
yeah.
it's right up your street. If you want to collect cool things, effect-wise,
Strasser.
yeah, it certainly is. But yeah, so that's it. I actually do think it has got a place if in a longer routine as a good finale. But I'm not sure I'd do it walk around. I'm probably more likely to do it parlour or for a bigger table. It's not something I'd do like at the wedding reception at the drinks when people are milling around. It's a bit awkward for that. You'd have to do it at the dinner bit when they're at the table. So to obviously take that in mind. That's pretty a bit obvious from the trailer. Really.
Yeah, what I like about it though is we often with secret devices of this ilk, it's quite often apparent that one colour is better than others.
Yes.
Another. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't want to give anything away. But the colour that is supposedly not as good is the one we have here, and it's actually very, very well disguised, considering it's that colour that begins with R and rhymes with bed. So even if you're buying red or blue, how dare I? Or the other colour.
It's funny it only comes in those
Other
two
colour.
colours, isn't it?
Oh right.
I'm just saying that there are perhaps.
Yeah. You basically you have nothing to worry about. If the spectator is looking in the direction of the item,
well hidden.
they're not going to see anything at all. So in that regard, it's really, really good. It's really well made.
I mean, you will possibly want to use in your set a particular brand of playing card, would you? It might be a bit awkward if you turn, because you might. I don't know where I'm going with it, but you know, obviously, just look at the description.
Queen put it best when they said that they'd like to ride something.
Yes, you might, yeah, because no rising from the ashes thing here. You've only got those two options, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a drawback really. It's just so you know. But otherwise, it does hide very nicely in plain sight. You'd never, unless you picked it up. The spectator obviously can't handle the hidden, because the gimmick is so well hidden and looks like something a magician would normally carry around. They might move it or pick it up, and in which case your cover will be blank. But
I think we've laboured the point. It's a nice thing if you've got £90 to spend and you want something that James Bond would carry but not kill anyone with.
it's not bad. But
we're still going. We've started again. We've done another rewind. What do you think? Honestly, you got 10 words. What do you think?
if you have a routine which can end with this,
Sorry, more than 10.
get it. If you just like this and you haven't got a plan for it, I wouldn't bother.
Get Leap or Roller Coaster. Much cheaper. Ooh,
Thanks,
that'll be
Bobo.
Peter.
Call your one-stop token. Why don't you give it a rest?
Rabbit, rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit.